Understanding the phrase, budding scientist, a guide for English language learners. Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to explore a fascinating English phrase, budding scientist. This phrase is not just about science, but it's also a wonderful example of how English uses imagery and metaphors. Let's dive in and understand what it means and how you can use it in your conversations. Before we understand the entire phrase, let's first focus on the word budding. This word is derived from the way plants grow. When a plant begins to grow, the first small part that appears is called a bud. It's a sign of new life and potential. In English, when we say someone is budding in a particular field, it means they are beginning to show promise or develop skills in that area. They are at the early stages of their growth or career. Now, let's look at the second part of the phrase, scientist. A scientist is someone who actively engages in scientific study or experiments. They explore, experiment, and seek to understand various aspects of the world. This can include areas like biology, physics, chemistry, and more. So, a scientist is not just a profession. It's a role that involves curiosity, exploration, and learning. When we combine these two words, budding scientist, we are talking about someone who is in the early stages of becoming a scientist. This person shows promise and interest in science but is still learning and growing in their field. It could be a student, a young professional, or even a hobbyist who is starting to explore the world of science deeply. Now, let's talk about how you can use this phrase. It's perfect for situations where you want to encourage someone or acknowledge their growing interest in a field. For example, you might say, "My niece is a budding scientist. She spends hours reading about astronomy." This shows recognition of her growing interest and skills in science. So, that's all about the phrase, budding scientist. Remember, it's a beautiful way to describe someone's growing passion and skill in any field, not just science. I hope this video helps you understand and use this phrase effectively. Keep learning, and see you in the next video.